Galaxy! I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're tuned in to another live edition of Pirillo Picks. It's a daily show and tell, a geek haul. I'm doing it live as a part of the TLDR, the LockerGnome Daily Report, or as I just said, the LockerGnome Daily Report. I stream it live every weekday. We usually cover a tech topic at the start, specifically with my patrons at chrispirillo.com. So if you want to listen to me talk about tech, head over to chrispirillo.com and sign up to become a patron. I just discussed more than 3 apps that I use on a daily basis that are not the default apps, and it was actually kind of fun to talk through my productivity apps. So you could, listen to that if you want to, but right now, I'm going to move on with something that's kind of been back building for a while. You know that I do collect Darth Vader things. I collect a lot of things, really, in the realm of Star Wars, but Darth Vader is a primary focus, believe it or not. And I've been accruing Darth Vader things, but I've not had a Darth Vader haul for months, I believe, if you can believe that or not. So I've got a few things in front of me that I wanted to highlight. Some things I intend on opening, building, or just showcasing in general. The first thing I want to brag about is this mug. Merry Sithmas. I'd seen this, but when it comes to mugs anymore, I have a lot of Darth Vader mugs. I have a Darth Vader, a little truck. Disney made a Darth Vader tow truck toy. I've got that, but I'm not going to showcase this. See, it says humbug. Merry Sithmas. Saw the mug, but I'm like, $10. You know how much I got this for? $2. $2 for this mug. $2. Glad I waited. I was like, I can't pass that up. It's $2. For something that I would want, wouldn't necessarily need, but when it goes on sale, dude, gotta have it. So, I now have that mug. So, you can ask if I have that mug, but I have that mug. Now, I'm not gonna stop with the mugs, especially if they're unique, and I want to add them to my collection. I collect Pop vinyl. Now, Funko's doing Pop Home. This is the Darth Vader mug that you can get. I'm probably going to keep it in the box. I only have one other Pop ceramic mug, and that is the C-3PO with the red handle that came as a part of the Smuggler's Bounty box. But this box is in good condition, and it'll stack well. And I like the design ethos of what Funko does with their Pop vinyl series. So I'm very, very happy to have this mug, and really, really appreciate that I have it in box. The box is in good condition. Did not pay $2 for this one, sadly. But, I found it, and I figured, why not? Here's one for $1. Now, this would probably be something I'd probably pass up, personally, if I saw it on the store shelf. But as I've told you, we like going bargain hunting, and Diana found this the other day. This is a sucker, and I'm kind of a sucker for Star Wars and usually Darth Vader things. This is a Darth Vader Taffy Swirly Pop. You can see Darth Vader on the wrapper for the lollipop. Not on the actual lollipop itself, but just so you know, this is artificially flavored. It tastes like sugar, I'm sure. But I would have passed it up, but Diana got it for $1. I'm like, all right. So this is actually a gift from Diana. I appreciate that. See, there's so many cool Star Wars things that you can get for super, 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 super cheap. Speaking of, something that I showed off yesterday as a part of the Star Wars crafting haul are these Darth Vader molded crayons. But one thing that I'd like to do now is actually touch one for the very first time. Wow. See, it's like crayon, but it's got Darth Vader's head on top. Isn't that cool? It feels like a crayon, very waxy. There's the green one, and then the black one. I think I like the red one the best, but then again, I like red. What can I say? So that was super, 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 super duper cheap. Also super duper cheap, $1. We got some new containers for Jedi and Jedi's food. This is one that's got Vader on top. Everything else is kind of nondescript, but you can see through it. That's kind of important for containers. So this is going to get stacked in the office, as is this container. It's blue. I have a blue Vader shelf over there. Darth Vader on it. $1. See, you can go into a store and they'll normally sell these things for $3, but like $1? Come on, who doesn't have $1? Well, I have $1. I have enough of $1, and I was happy about that. This watch I passed up on. Didn't really have any interest in it at all. I have a watch that I'm not even wearing, but see, if you press it, then it glows. I haven't set the time, probably won't set the time. $2. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even pay the $2 because I had a gift card that I earned courtesy of go.tagjag.com/free apps. So it didn't cost me anything, but it cost my gift card $2. Normally, I've seen these things go for like $10. So $2? Yeah, I'm in. That's full Vader, full on Vader. And now I know I can, if I wanted to, tell the time with Darth Vader, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to collect it. That's what it does. Something that I just decided to do, and even though this is not, I don't think I'm going to be a completist necessarily, but I saw something pop into my feed the other day and decided that, yeah, it's time that I picked up Darth Vader Celebration passes. These are old passes from earlier Star Wars Celebration. And I could buy the full series. I'm just interested in the Darth Vader ones and trying to find them at a good price. But this is the Sunday Adult from Celebration 5. It's in really good condition. And this one, it's got 2 stamps, 2-star stamps. It doesn't smell like cigarettes like the last one that I got from this one. From 2005, Celebration 3. Celebration 3. So I may be looking for a more pristine version of this badge, as well as the other Darth Vader Celebration badges. So if you have some, or if you see some, you let me know, because I may very well be interested in them. They're not really worth anything apart from nostalgic value. Now, speaking of Celebration, this is something you're going to see in the vlog. This is basically reminiscent of a line of products that were never produced by Kenner back in the day. Star Tots is what they were called. Now, you've actually seen the prototypes, or some of the prototypes of the Star Tots, the actual Star Tots, in the tour that I did of Gus Lopez's home. That was a part of a vlog that was published a few weeks ago. So, these, not really pins, these pieces of metal, these little collectible, not figurines, but if I can rotate it right, the right way, they were given out to people who attended the Celebration 6 collecting track. And if you attended all 20, then you got all 20 Star Tots. Now, the only one that I was interested in, believe it or not, at this stage was the Darth Vader Star Tot. I may go back and get the blue Snaggletooth Star Tot. The other ones, I don't know if I'm interested in being a completist with the Star Tots series, but I'd be interested in blue Snaggletooth as a chase. But this one is the only one in the past X years that I found on sale. So I finally have my Darth Vader Star Tots. What I would love, honestly, for someone to do, even if it was like bootleg or by the fans, I would love to have Star Tots that, they're little, like, remember the old Play School figurines, the wooden and plastic things? They were like that, only with Star Wars. I would love those. Even if they were 3D printed, I would love those. Love them. I could get peg figurines, but, something that's plastic that looks like the characters themselves. Sorry if you're not able to see that. Trying to get the reflection just right. That would be neat. I would love that. When we were bargain hunting at the toy fair, which was also published in the vlog, you might remember very briefly that I showcased this. Very happy to have found this. Did not have it. First day of issue stamp. And you can see I've got this foil over here. I've also got the authenticity certificate behind here. Limited edition, limited series, published in 1995 in this booklet. Pretty prime condition. I only have one other Star Wars stamp here in the collection. This is number 5736, official first day of issue, the stamp, the Darth Vader stamp, right there with the foil. So nice to have. This is, you want to talk, they made this like, this is for a collector. And I used to collect stamps back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I'm talking like 5th grade, because we didn't have a Star Wars collector club back then. I had this. You actually saw it when I did the Funko headquarter tour. This bobblehead, which actually I didn't mind the style. They did 2 others in this particular line, Stormtrooper and Boba Fett. You can get these super cheap because they didn't take off. But I got it on sale when we went to the toy fair. Like, I was surprised. I was like, yeah, it's cheap. I'll get it. And I wanted one that was still blocks inside the box. The head bobbles. It's kind of neat. So if you're looking for a different looking Star Wars bobblehead, you still should be able to find one of these. And they're not big movers. These are probably not going to be worth a lot. I don't think anybody can get rid of them fast enough. So you may be able to find that at a discount. Let me be careful about this. I'm trying to stack everything behind me, but I'm not sure how well that's working. Oh, sorry. The mug was behind the blocks. I forgot to tell you, I got this one for $2. Actually, I take that back. I think I got this one for $1.50. Still in box. It's the ugly sweater mug. And granted, this is more of a general Star Wars mug, not necessarily Vader, but since Vader is right there in the middle, I don't know if this one is going to stay here in the play shop. I try to keep that just for certain chases, and mugs kind of take up a fair amount. But come this holiday season, I may be drinking something out of this. Not a lot of coffee though, believe it or not. I've got to really limit my coffee intake. But the ugly sweater, the ugly Christmas sweater on a mug, so cool, so nice to have. It's big too. I mean, this thing it's a big mug. It ain't small. It's got Vader TIE Fighters, the Vader TIE Fighter, the AT-AT, the Imperial insignia, and the Stormtrooper, and then lightsabers. So it's totally cool, man. I would love this on an actual sweater too. I think they probably make that. I haven't picked it up. Better be careful about doing that. I don't want it to fall. I'm not done. A couple of things that I definitely want to put together at some point in the near future. The Hero Masters, and this is the one that I can open, because I even marked it with a tag. Can open is what it says. I like the Hero Masters. I actually have all of these Hero Masters now. From Hasbro, you basically can mix and match parts between these figures, like legs and arms and hands and heads. It's neat. I really like the idea a lot, and they're fun. And they're Star Wars figures, so I'm a fan. Now, speaking of Star Wars figures, this is another one that I cannot wait to construct and open. I have the, I think it was an old Technic series Darth Vader Lego, I wouldn't call it a figure, a statuette that you build. It's actually in the play shop, and this is the newer one, the newer series, the buildable figures, and I have not yet put this together. 160 pieces, though. So maybe I'll end up doing a live stream on the Geek Lifestyles channel for everybody to watch, not just the patrons, and put this together with everybody. What do you think about that? That may happen here in another week or two. Now, last but not least, I needed to find some kind of lunch bag that Jedi might be able to carry around with her that isn't tin, and I got this. It's like $3. And it's insulated, too. So whatever she carries with her is insulated. Did not have that design. See, the idea of mugs and the bags like this, if I see it and it's cheap, I usually spring for it. But this would probably, if it was over $5, I'd probably pass on it. I'm like, wait. I don't, it's not something that I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to get that right away. Or if it's not on sale, like I said, I'll skip it. Sometimes even using gift cards, I don't even want to spend the money that I earned on a gift card for something like that. So that is my current-ish Darth Vader haul for the most part. I'm sure I've missed a few things since the last Darth Vader haul, but those are the things I wanted to show you today. Thanks again for tuning in to another Geek Haul. I am going to move on and discuss today's news, some tech stuff, and answer some questions. Michael Larson and Chris, do you have something above $5? Well, I have a lot of things above $5. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want me to do something that I haven't done, you just let me know. All you have to do is head over to become a patron to do just that. But you have to do that in order to do that. Just do it. ChrisPirillo.com. Today's free podcast highlight was brought to you by all of my active patrons from ChrisPirillo.com. If you want access to the full TLDR episodes, both audio, video, past, present, and future, which can be up to an hour long or longer, with even more tech insight from me every weekday, plus other bonus content without ads, and support me at the same time, you can sign up to become one of my supernomies too. This is just a brief taste of what I'm producing for you daily. Again, get more through ChrisPirillo.com. Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is my family, my wife,
Diana,
and that's our daughter, Jedi. I'm the talker of the family, as of right now, although Jedi is getting more and more talkative with every passing day. We've been vlogging for about 1,500 days straight. I know, yeah, but you haven't even been alive that long. We've been happy to share our story with you, but to move forward, we're kind of looking for a little bit of a different kind of support. We're looking to continue the vlog as we've always done it, but now we are looking for you to become a patron. In doing so, you'll get even more of what you've been getting for the past few years.
we love doing the vlogs, but we're just looking to overcome a few challenges.
In other words, our vlog does not pay the bills. Vlogging may intersect with my career, but it's not the only thing I do for you on a daily basis, and it still takes a lot of effort. We love spending time with you, but we also love spending time with our daughter. We're trying to do both at the same time. Thanks. Is she patting me on the back or what?
If you'd like to help, check out geekfamilyfun.com.